You're watching Central Illinois Newsday.
1 in 100 babies are diagnosed with a congenital heart defect, which requires specialized care. Now, funds raised at this year's Heart of Illinois Congenital Heart Defect Walk, which is the inaugural one, will raise critical funds that help save lives at the Congenital Heart Center at OSF Healthcare's Children's Hospital of Illinois. And here to talk about exactly that, talk about the fundraiser and about those defects, is Dr. Mark Plunkett and Dr. Mark Knepp. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Knepp, we'll start with you. Let's talk details, right, about this family-friendly, socially distanced walk kind of parade. What's going on?
So this year has been our inaugural year, and it was supposed to be a walk in May, but because of the pandemic, we've had to pivot a little bit and make it a lot more friendly for all of our families and such. So this Sunday, September 6th, we'll actually have a parade instead of a walk. And the parade starts at 2 p.m. and runs to 3:30. It allows for social distancing and our families to stay safe as well.
Absolutely. And I know I'm hearing there's a drive-through too for all of our little princes and princesses as well. So is that about the same time? Is that kind of the same?
Yes, it's that same time. That's when the parade starts, yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, Dr. Plunkett, let's talk a little bit about the heart health. You know, how common we say 1 in 100 babies is diagnosed with a congenital heart defect. Is that the same for Central Illinois?
Yes, that's the same throughout the United States.
Wow.
And it's more prevalent than people realize. There's a variety of congenital heart defects, so it's quite a spectrum. Many of these children are going to require operations, catheterizations, or medical treatment very early in life. Many do require open heart surgery, and some more than one throughout their childhood. But the good news is we've been very successful with it, and at this point in time, 85 to 90% of babies born with congenital heart defects can expect to live to adulthood and live healthy, productive lives. So yeah, we've come a long way.
Absolutely. And leave it to Central Illinois, right, with our, esteemed medical community to kind of pave the way with that as well, with the congenital heart, placed right here at the Children's Hospital. Let's talk a little bit about signs and symptoms that present from a congenital heart defect.
Yeah, so it's interesting because some children when they're born have signs that they're breathing really fast, or they're the so-called blue baby, so their oxygen levels are too low. And so those babies are sometimes picked up really quickly. And the state actually has laws now that we have to do special screening for all babies after 24 hours of life to make sure they don't have these critical congenital heart defects.
Wow.
Children can also have poor growth and difficulty running and keeping up with peers. 10% of patients actually aren't diagnosed with a congenital heart defect until they're an adult, which is an interesting fact. So those who have small holes in their hearts or abnormal valves sometimes can even be adults before they're picked up.
That is insane to me. I mean, I obviously don't have that, so I haven't been around it, but to hear how it's actually so prevalent in our community and around the nation is kind of mind-blowing. So to have an inaugural fundraiser this year for Central Illinois, I think is amazing. So before we go here, let's talk about the importance of this coming Sunday and how people can still give money or participate or come walk through that parade.
Yeah. Well, the whole idea behind the event was twofold. One, to raise awareness of congenital heart disease, the patients in our community who have congenital heart defects and those families and such. And then the other is to obviously raise money to help us in their battle, to help them, to support them, and to sort of lead the charge in making things better.
Absolutely. And we're talking to the tune, we're raising funds, guys, to the tune of $60,000. And as last I checked, we're just shy of $53,000.
It's amazing.
How does it make you feel to see that number to come back to CHOI?
It's an amazing feat for the community with everything that's happened this year. It just shows the dedication of our patients, family, and our community to supporting those who are in need, those that we want to help have more productive lives. And for us, it's been a wonderful situation.
Yeah, I think what's impressed me was how the parents and families and others in our community have formed their own sort of small fundraising groups and have already had a lot of activities to help support this cause, and it's been very successful. So it really has taken off and has gained a lot of momentum.
Wonderful. Well, doctors, I appreciate your insight and your knowledge. Thank you for everything you do for the Central Illinois community, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We will have more information on the Heart of Illinois Congenital Heart Walk coming up on Sunday, and we'll have it online so you can donate some money, maybe stop by and wave to our heart heroes in the community. Until then, Central Illinois News Day will continue in just a few moments.